Did Amy go out of her cabin on her own, or was she taken from her cabin? I channeled that information through. I channeled it through first before actually starting to watch the documentary on Netflix. When I started channeling all this through, I never even actually knew anything about this case. I just seen a video pop up on my timeline here on TikTok, and then felt the urge to channel through the rest of the information that the Balski psychic had originally put a video out on. And then Amy started coming through in the channeling. And so at this point, I just kind of feel obligated to share the channeling sessions that I did in case it can help bring her family some peace. Since freedom of speech is not really freedom of speech, I should go ahead and state here this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just spiritual channeling information that I got with my soul team that I work with. So when I originally asked if she had like snuck out of her cabin by herself to go meet up with somebody, here's what came through. Yes, she left voluntarily, but not with a full understanding of what was about to happen. She was not sneaking out. There was no rebellion. There was no secret plan, only a moment of misplaced trust. She had been invited casually, not forcefully, to meet someone later to talk or continue a conversation from earlier in the night. That person she was expecting to meet was a male, a staff member, or entertainment crew figure who had been flirtatious but calm, and who seemed safe in public settings. This man was not alone in his actions, but he was the face of the approach. She had encountered him earlier, possibly while dancing or relaxing poolside. He left her with the impression that they would talk again later in a quieter place. Important distinctions. Amy did not believe she was doing something risky. She was not that intoxicated to where she was unaware. She was misled by someone who had studied her responses and earned just enough comfort to invite her subtly. She thought she was in control and no one expected her to vanish because the meeting seemed casual. But once she entered the wrong access area or corridor, the shift happened quickly. And then Amy actually had came through and said, I didn't run away. I didn't sneak out. I thought I was meeting someone for a private moment. He had smiled before. He laughed. I didn't know the smile was hollow. When the doors closed, I knew. And I never saw the sea again. Okay, I actually just had to stop the video because I had like a download pop in my head and wanted to ask like why she was meeting up with this man. Like, was it for some late night fun, or what was it about, right? Because I thought I had heard, because now my timeline is pushing a ton of stuff about Amy, that she might have potentially been a lesbian. I don't know if that's true or not. So I did want to clarify, like why she was going to meet up with this guy, just in case there is any truth to that. And it said, and they said she wasn't seeking romance. She was processing emotions stirred from a complicated interaction with it's saying bass player, but I'm not sure if it was the bass player or not. Um, and feeling emotionally raw, perhaps flattered or simply open to a friendly connection. She was in a liminal moment, not driven by desire, but by reflection. The male who invited her had created just enough calm, light familiarity to feel safe. Amy ended up stepping through and said, I didn't want love that night. I wanted space, someone to see me without trying to change me. He offered that, or so I thought. But I wasn't going to meet someone for sex or secrets. I was just restless, and I thought I could trust the quiet. These videos are not really getting pushed out in a very specific order. As downloads come into my head, I'll do a little channeling session, and I'm decided to just go through and read those for you guys, in hopes that maybe it can help her family. The next video, it's going to be an important one. It's how she lost her life.